Good morning, everyone. I am Alvia of Delacruz. My topic is all about beginning reading skills and teaching resources. First, let us define what is reading. According to Tarragon 2008, reading is a process carried out and used by a reader to acquire message which is conveyed by a writer through words could be seen and known by a reader. In short, reader is an activity to get meaning from printed word or symbols and how this ability to use to recognize, understand, and interpret in words. Talking about beginning reading, we have here 5 components of reading we have. First, the phonemic awareness, phonic instruction, fluency instruction, vocabulary instruction, and comprehension instruction. Each component is an essential ingredient of multidimensional definitions of reading and provide guidance for understanding how the reading process should be taught. First, we talk about phonemic awareness. But before that, let's define what is phonemes. Phonemes are the smallest units that make up spoken language. Example, the word fish has 3 phonemes, the f, the a, and the sh. And another example is happy has 4 phonemes, the h, and the a, and the p, and the ya. And now, let's talk about phonemic awareness. Phonemic awareness is the ability to notice, think about, and work with the individual sounds or phonemes in spoken words, or is the understanding the words are composed of sounds. Children can demonstrate phonemic awareness in several ways. First, the recognizing. Second, the isolating. Third is combining or blending. And the last is breaking or segmenting. Recognizing which word in a set of words begin with the same sounds, like bell, bike, and boy, all have B at the beginning. Second, the isolating. Isolating and saying the first or last sounds in a word. For example, the beginning sounds of dog is d. The ending sounds of set is t. And the third is combining or blending. The separate sounds in a word to say the word. For example, the map. There is n, the a, and the p. And the last is breaking or segmenting a word into 8 separate sounds, like up, the a, and the p. Phonics instruction. Phonics is a method of instruction that teaches students correspondences between graphemes or letters in a written language and phonemes or sounds in spoken language and how to use these correspondence to read and spell. It helps learners to understand the alphabetic principles, that is, the predictable relationship between sounds and letters in the language.
Good morning, class. Today, I am going to report the beginning reading skills and teaching resources. I will continue the 3 left topics called fluency instructions, vocabulary instructions, and comprehension instructions. Third, fluency instruction. What works in fluency instruction? Fluency, reading in a fast and fluid manner, is what often distinguishes to observe the reading performance of a good reader from a poor reader. Find out what the research says about 2 most common instructional methods for developing fluency: guided oral reading and independent silent reading. Fluent readers are able to read orally with speed, accuracy, and proper expression. Fluency is one of the several critical factors necessary for reading comprehension. guided oral reading. These studies were conducted in a variety of classrooms in both regular and special education settings with teachers using widely available instructional materials. When we say instructional materials, it literally talks about big books, textbooks, comics books, and other reading materials. These results also apply to all students, good readers, as well as the experiencing reading difficulties. Independent silent reading. There has been widespread agreement that encouraging students to engage in wide, independent, silent reading increases reading achievement. Literally, hundreds of correlational studies find that the best readers read the most and that poor readers read the least. These correlational studies suggest that the more the children read, the better their fluency, vocabulary, and comprehension. However, these findings are correlational in nature, that the more the children read, the more the reading skills improve. But it is also possible that better readers simply choose to read more. It should be made clear that these findings do not negate the positive influence that independent silent reading may have on reading fluency, nor do the findings negate that possibly that wide independent reading significantly influences vocabulary development and reading comprehension. Fourth, vocabulary instruction. Vocabulary instruction strategies for the classroom. Vocabulary instruction. I have here words to read. Students need to understand the importance of developing a rich vocabulary. Teachers could also allow students to say and write new vocabulary words while providing a student-friendly definition for the word. Providing a definition that is meaningful for students is more impactful and helps to build upon students' existing vocabularies rather than just providing dictionaries for students. Providing students with a variety of different types of text at differing levels, including both simple text that is enjoyable as well as more challenging text is helpful for students as they begin to increase their vocabulary. Fifth, comprehension instruction. Fifth, comprehension instruction. Comprehension. It is the action or the capability of the learner to understand something. Comprehension is done after reading and getting the meaning of the words. Word knowledge is crucial to reading comprehension and will determine if students are going to be ready to comprehend text they read in middle and high school. Comprehension is more than just knowing to acknowledge words and remember meanings. And if students don't know the meaning of the word in a text, their reading comprehension is impossible. Vocabulary instruction supports students as they are building their word knowledge and they can help increase reading comprehension. Awareness of Text organization. Narrative text is found in the form of short stories, folk tales, tall tales, myths, fables, legends, fantasies, science fiction, even in the reporting of news stories or in biographies and autobiographies. Expository text. Examples of expository text are textbook, biographies, autobiographies, newspapers, diaries, journals, magazines, brochures, and catalogs. Motivation to read widely. It is no surprise that students who are good readers read a great deal both in school and on their own. They read a variety of texts for a variety of purposes to learn, to keep informed, to satisfy curiosity, and to entertain themselves.